Hello, hello, hello. Poof, I'm finally here. Man, am I really an hour late? God damn. God damn. It's been one of those days, you know? Shit happens, your schedule gets pushed. Not even in my hands, you know? My wife Leela had to go. She had to go. No details, but she had to go, you know, for a while. Unexpected in the afternoon. She got home late, so we had dinner really late. Ergo, here we are now, right? That's how it goes, you know? If you have your schedule and something pushes it out, it just pushes everything out. That's how it goes. Man, and on top of that, I've had a shitty day, aka it's Friday. Friday, I work from home. Usually that's pretty chill. Not today. I had a meeting at like 2 p.m. and I had like a lot of shit to prepare for it. It's actually been kind of annoying. A little bit of a rant, but you know, there's this little project we've been working on, and man, are the deadlines fucking tight. Been working hard. Sucks ass. And it's constant meetings on top of you, like, oh, how's this? How's this? They feel it's, you know, it's one of those things where it's like some dude who's in the weeds with sales numbers and shit. And, you know, if they're like, hey, can you create some graphs and do some shit and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fine. And then he expects you to like magically make it appear, you know? And it's like, well, you know, calculations aren't always easy. And especially if your data is not like very nicely structured and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, it's gonna take some time for me to clean that up, you know? So that's kind of been my week. Thank God it's over. Oh. And then on top of that, man, I'm ranting, boys. I'm ranting. On top of that, you know what I hate? This is so not the target audience, but whatever. I like myself a nice trading card game. I've been playing Magic the Gathering since forever, and since shortly, I've been playing a game called Grand Archive, which is a really fun game. It's like Magic, but anime art, but with like a Western rule set instead of like super wacky Japanese rule sets. It's cool, and today a new set is out. Unfortunately, since there's no local store that carries it here, I have to order online, which means for whatever reason, even though a release date is coming up, they cannot ship it 2 days before, so it arrives today. No shipping yet, so I'll have to wait until next week. However, new set comes out, and then of course everyone starts posting about it on social media or like on Reddit or whatever, right? And as with all trading card games, there's like really chase cards, some unique ones in the sense that, you know, there's like some full art with like the autograph of the artist, I believe, and they're like limited, right? They're not numbered, but there's like a limited amount of them, like let's say 500 in the world. Let's, you know, random number, it's something like that. It's low numbers, and if you get one of those cards, usually, I mean, I usually see prices of about like $500 per card. I've seen them go up to 1,000, 2,000, because they're very, very rare, right? What I hate is when I am like, I like this, I'm gonna splurge and buy a whole ass booster box. Ooh, I'm gonna have like 24 boosters or some shit, right? Ooh, I'm splurging. And then you see someone on Twitter who's like, look at all these unique, rare autograph things I have because I just opened 18 cases. Keep in mind, a case is, I believe, a box with 6 booster boxes in it. So that means, let's do the math on that a little bit, right? Calculator. Let's do the math on that. So about 18 cases times 6. So he's got 108 booster boxes, and I believe since this is an expansion set, it's only 20 boosters per box. So they just opened a whopping 2,160 boosters. Yeah, no fucking wonder you got all those limited cards out of the pool already. Look, I get it, you know, if you are Money McGee, you can do shit like that. But for whatever reason, I find the idea of like these super rare cards, like once in every, you know, like 20 booster boxes, one of them is going to be in there. What I like about them is the idea that Joe Schmo goes into their local gaming store, pulls a couple boosters, you know, from the counter, opens them, and boom, they're like $1,000 richer. That's a fun idea, right? Now, first and foremost, and it is trading card games, so there's like always an element of like, dare I say, gambling to it, because that's what it is. But you know, you also play it for the game. At least I do. You know, if I open a booster, especially for a newer game like Grand Archive, I don't have a huge collection yet. So a lot of the common and uncommon cards, even, I like them because, you know, I'm building up a card base of like, you know, like useful basic shit that you need like multiple copies of, you know? So for me, I appreciate having even the lower end cards. But these guys are just like blasting through, like they even do live streams and shit. And they're just sitting there like an 8-hour live stream. God, that's gotta be miserable, dude. 8 hours of fucking opening boost. They don't even look at the cards, right? They're just like, how did they optimize? How can we, you know, how can we open a booster as fast as possible? Look at the last card. Oh, it's not the super mega limited card. You know, throw it in a fucking basket. Won't even look at the cards. That to me is such a that is rough, you know. And if they're like a game store themselves and they sell all those cards, that's one thing, right? But the example I've seen was clearly just someone with way too much money on their hands. And man, I don't even know if, you know, like, what are the chances they'll just throw away those cards? That kind of sucks. Man, it just, I don't know. I'm still excited for it, obviously, because I actually play the game, so most of those cards are going to be cool for me. But the idea of like, oh, there's these super rare cards, and they're just like people just wholesale buying shit just to fish for those, that's gotta be ass, right? Come on. Kind of reminds me of when Magic the Gathering, they did like the Lord of the Rings thing with the 1-of-1 ring card, and people were just buying that shit. To then Wizards of the Coast, the company who makes Magic, being like, well, Lord of the Rings was our most successful set ever in sales. Yeah, no shot. You did fucking Willy Wonka. Of course, we've seen that movie. We know how that works. We've seen what people do for a ticket. You know? And the irony being that in that case, it was actually just a dude in his local game store, bought some boosters, bang! Sold it to Post Malone for like $2 million. So in that case, I'm actually very happy. I'm so happy some random Joe Schmo went up to his local game store, was like, I really hope I'm gonna crack fucking my favorite Commander card. And he's like, well, I just changed my entire fucking life. How about that? Like, that's kind of cool. But then like the wholesale buying, and that has ripple effects too. Again, I'm ranting not to my to the target audience of this, but this year in Magic the Gathering releases, half of everything releasing this year is crossover IPs. We're getting a full set of Final Fantasy cards, we're getting a full set of Spider-Man cards, and we're getting a full set of Avatar The Last Airbender cards. There's six sets coming out this year, and 3 of them are crossovers. And the whole thing of like the One Ring and it's being the best-selling set ever because, you know, millionaires were just buying up just to search for that One Ring. They're like, this is the best-selling thing ever. We should double down on crossovers like tenfold down on it. So here we are. Still a fun game, but man, the magic is gone. Fucking Mythic Rares. MTG died in 2008. I do. Mythic Rares are the least of your issues now. Though there's a new issue in Mythic Rares. If we're gonna look, I'm already deep in this hole of conversation, right? Let's go for it, right? The issue with Mythic Rares today, because I feel like Mythic Rare was fine. Mythic Rare technically always existed even before they officially put a stamp on it. Some rares were just more rare, right? But anyway, Mythic Rares came, okay, fine. And everything was kind of fine, other than like a couple of cards that really were stupid, right? Most of them were pretty affordable still, all things considered, right? Monica, thanks very much for the follow. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so they were fairly affordable. However, in recent years, like the last couple of years, they've pedaled to the metal with the amount of product, right? Almost every month, there's either a full set launch or there's like some supplement product, and people cannot keep the fuck up. What happens when you cannot keep the fuck up, and I've personally noticed this trying to buy single cards, right, is a lot of sets just, they aren't around long enough for people to buy and get stuff they don't need and then sell to game stores to then continue on selling. There's a lot of like stupid mythic cards that aren't really like super good. They're just like very good, but not like Omega good, right? And they're like 30, 40 bucks for a single card. Not because the card's that good, not because the card's like a tournament staple, but because nobody's opening the boosters. Because the next set is already knocking on the door. And maybe you'll like that one more, so you're saving some money now. Whereas in the older days, even when there were mythic rares, when a set came out, you had like 3 months to play around with that set. Maybe you bought some new stuff in those 3 months, right? So there was more opportunity to get cards that are technically rare, but you would sell off. Whereas now, product is being churned so much, honestly, availability is just becoming an issue of single cards. Because like people don't open that much product anymore. There's so much, so people are like, I'll buy it single. But if no one opens the shit, there's no singles. So prices go up. It's so dumb. It's really not cool. Oy, oy, oy. That's up, Raza. We're talking about how Magic the Gathering being a really good game, but man, a really shitty game. Oh, the word, man. I almost wish they would take a financial hit because of their actions, but the worst part is they are being kept alive by I don't even know what. I don't think it's players. I don't think players are that rich or invested at this time. I think it's like people who invest in playing cards. I feel like Pokemon has been pretty rough from what I gather. Not a game I play, but of course if you're into trading card games, you see this shit. People like in Walmart fucking doing Black Friday shit, but for Pokemon cards. Like, ooh, dude, I've read that there's people right now in the US who they look around for the delivery trucks of Walmart, and then they wait in the parking lot looking at them unload and seeing if there's Pokemon product, you know, like Pokemon trading cards. And when they see it, they go in the store and they'll wait until it's like unloaded, and they're like, all of it, give me the whole thing. You know, the forklift's already standing there, put it on my truck, I'll buy everything. Like, literally, there's like, sometimes it doesn't even hit the store shelves. It just get bought up before it even gets there. It's crazy, to the point where there was some guy who made a video about it. And dude, this is the type of people who are like, look at this smart thing I'm doing. And it's like, you are a piece of shit for doing, like, he's like, yeah, I just saw this truck, and actually I learned their routes on the roads. So now when there's like a truck stalking one store and going further to deliver to another store, I actually know the roads he's gonna take, and I can cut him off and be faster so I can buy the other stock also. It's like, what the fuck is going on? And by the way, we are talking Pokemon cards, right? Like, it is not that serious. Huh? Why did... Why did it hit earlier? Did she gain weight in just this one moment of me talking about card games? Did you gain weight? Huh. Whatever. Whoa. Okay, that works. Oh. Does she have any other mid-kick launchers? I guess that might work. Whoops. Hey, what's up, Monica? How you doing? Bam, bam, bam. Oh, that hits. Oh my. Ooh. Huh. Can I be honest? Maybe I'm misremembering. I feel like Isumi's combos are boring in this game. I'm saying it. I think her combos are boring in this game. Everything comes down to doing that. That's just it. That's the optimal launcher. Like, that's cool, right? But you kinda... Oh, man. Does she have anything else to go into that? I mean, other than doing something like that, right? I'll launch this here of this. Here's this one. It's not gonna work either. I can already see that. Oh, it does though with the kick version. Okay, that's not bad. Oh. Huh? Woo, that works. Nice. Can you actually? No. Oh, come on. Man, DOA 5, remember doing this? Like ending combos with this? Hell yeah. There we go, that's a classic. Does it actually do... Hold on. Let's, Boing. Boing, boing. Oh, fucked up. $75, okay. $70, okay, so it's still stronger. Honestly, not that much though. 5 damage? Not the crazy difference. $59. Oh. Okay. What was I trying to do? Hold up. Wait. Does that connect? Woo! It's 2 damage more, man. Compared to this. That's crazy how much difference it is. Holy moly. Just goes to show you, you don't always have to do it the hard way. And honestly, probably if you want to do like a break blow or anything else, the second one's probably better, right? Because of the scaling. Yeah, 32. Whereas, yeah, I'm willing to bet. How much is this? 82. Oh, hold on. How do you fill her up? Yeah. Better. How much was it? Fuck, 80 something? Oh, it's 8. This is 60. This is 79. So the other one is actually more damage. This goes to show you, longer combos are not always better. It's 3 damage difference, so in practical terms, it doesn't really matter. BB cancel reset juggle scaling, but not FS scaling. I think I'm missing something. I'm literally thinking like, what the hell is FS scaling? I feel like I should know what that is, but it's not coming to me. Fatal stun scaling? For this? Does that have different scaling, or what are we talking about? I'm talking about the damage scaling. Multiple fatals apply scaling. Huh. I actually, for whatever reason, maybe I knew at some point, but what the fuck is happening? Like, I was just about to say, I never realized that on the ground combos, the damage just stays at 50% scaling. I thought it was already scaling down at that point. I guess not. Not that it makes any difference, but I guess other than you don't really get punished, quote unquote, for extending the stun as long as possible. Even though you get a bunch of damage, so wouldn't even know where the punishment begins. But But just now, it's like I jabbed here. It's like 125. It's like, huh? I mean, sure. Needs to be pretty fucking in the back. Like somewhat sideways. Don't really seem to cut it. To counter hit? Does that have any practical use? I guess it's one more hit. What the fuck is going on? Why is she doing the wrong move? It's 3 damage more. If they have full meter though, that's 2 opportunities. But I mean, I guess if they're gonna do it, they're gonna launch. Might as well. I keep forgetting this move exists. It's such a dumb move. Does this have an actual use? Nobody uses it as far as I know. I guess if you spam this move and they start holding it, I guess. But even then, I would go for the throw. Like if you're gonna call out a hold, just do the throw. Why even bother with a mid that instantly knocks down? Is there anything to that move? It just seems shit all over. Alright, enough dilly-dallying. Dilly-dally. Oh. I guess we'll give it a name for the stream viewers. I guess we'll do this. Then everything else seems fine. So any other fun stuff in the news? Gaming news, that is. Let's not talk about real news. I don't think anything's good happening there. Oh, gaming news. Let me think. I made a mental note of something yesterday where I was like, we could talk about that, and I completely forgot. Split Fiction is good, so that's nice. Was there any doubt it wasn't going to be good? In the sense that so far, all the games made under that studio, they've all been good, right? So there was like, at least in my opinion, if a studio has a good track record, it can always go tits up, right? But if they have a good track record and then making something in the same line, it's like, well, chances are it'll be good. So I kind of expected that one to be good. Or was that game also woke and gay? Because I guess that's always the conversation you need to have now. Are we actually happy it's good, or is it just part of the culture war again, and you know, it being good suddenly turns into, well, it's not really woke. Because that doesn't prove our point, so it's not woke actually. I mean, that's two women, so probably someone got, I mean, true. I still find it extremely funny, the lack of self-awareness in people like that who are like constantly complaining about, you know, like women in video games, yada yada yada, but at the same time it's like, man, I can't believe I fell down the incel pipeline online. And it's like, well, yeah, you're audibly saying no to women in media. Do you think women in real life like to hear you say that? Like, what? Huh? Like, you're kind of making sure you're going down that road. The first one, A Way Out, was kind of meh. I mean, that was I guess that was the first one, like a novel idea more than anything. I thought it was cool. That was the prison escape one, right? With like the two, was it brothers that had to escape from prison, like that thing? Ooh, you know what I also saw? This is so not gonna be anything interesting for anyone here. Potentially, maybe, you never know. Not gonna judge anyone. They just announced The Sinking City 2. If you know The Sinking City 1, then you probably know why it's kind of funny there's a sequel. But also, I mean, I kind of like it. I have to say though, I have to say, I have not played The Sinking City 1. I've seen more videos than is healthy, I think, about that game. Because I admit I am a sucker for like the whole Lovecraftian eldritch horror kind of shit. That's definitely something I enjoy a lot. And not that those games do it great, but they at least have the vibe down. I like that. And I have the game. I want to kind of play it. And now they're showing off number 2 and it kind of looks visually good. I'm like, maybe. I've also been meaning, because it's the same studio, I've been meaning to play like their Sherlock Holmes games. Because I've always been a big fan of LA Noire. And like, I guess other than LA Noire, those Sherlock Holmes games are like the closest to that kind of gameplay, I guess. They weren't related, but yeah, the Prison Escape one. Yeah, it was the other game that... Was that not made by them? There's like another game with two brothers, but That might be another, like, more cartoony. Actually, is that game not just called Brothers? But I think that's a different studio, because I think these guys made A Way Out. I think they also made It Takes Two. And then now I guess Split Fiction. And people are really looking forward to playing this on Friday, huh? Woo, rock, that's cool. Stream Savior. Saving the stream once again. Lei Fang, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, can we match? Does she not have the same? Here we go. Side ponytail. There we go. There we go. Shobu. Oh god. There we go. Hey, what's up, C Legacy? That makes it sound way cooler than Legacy. Oh, too soon. Now I'm dead. That tracks, or it just sights it way too early. I'm being destroyed. Yeah, I also started the stream late. Like, I've only been live for like 30 minutes, 39 minutes, I guess, ish. And I was in training mode. Oh my god, it was way higher than I expected. This stage is so fucking dumb. I love it. That was all kinds of wrong. It does, it also works better due to C being the first letter of a character's name in another fighting game. Just any character or your character? The backflip was takeable? I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure. This is a casual lobby, alright? This is casual. You know? Casual point. You think I'm trying to be good? Get out of here. Just a character I didn't even play in the last 3 releases with his C. Christy, but she's not even in for... I guess she's in for 3. She got added in 3, so I guess she... Christy's legacy. Oh, was I too late, or does that not end in the crouching state?
Get ready, fight!
I hope this kills. That specific franchise continued to skip 1 game since Tekken 1. You were right on it being Tekken. The thing is, you said this franchise, so I thought you were talking about DOA, and I guessed Christy from DOA. So I guess they're just, you know, I guess I picked the one name with a C in DOA. That's also the same name in fucking Tekken. Since Tekken 1 with a C. Kazuya with a C. I guess Kazuya skipped Tekken 3. Ain't no way he's that dumb. It's Lee with a C. Klee? My favorite character, Klee. Ooh, he's pushing buttons.
Get ready, fight!
Sweet, sweet delay. Oh, whoa, whoa. Right. Full name is Lee Chalan. Shouldn't you have gone with Legacy? Like flip the L in the C, you know, for Lee Chalan. Give myself the username back in the day, even though I haven't played the character since Tag 2. I don't know, I was like 16 around the time. Were you 16 around the time of Tag 2? That's 2012. That means you're old now.
Get ready.
Recently got into Dead or Alive and having fun. Nice. Nice. It will forever be my opinion that so many people in the fighting game community would actually really enjoy playing this game if they weren't so busy shitting on it because their favorite content creator said you need to shit on this game. Man, what, I should have punished that way better.
Fight.
Shush. There you go. Boom. It didn't kill. Chomp those legs off. Got the free to play edition right now. But sooner than later, I'll get a physical copy of 5 and possibly 6, if not terribly expensive. Physical copies probably not that expensive at this point, if you can even find them. Gamer Cup. Couple of gamers. I feel like if Koei Tecmo would make a new DOA, actually focus on making it good, like good fare better in this day and age. I mean, sure. Yeah. I think they have a chance, but at the same time, you know, if the fighting game space is so hard to succeed in, even amongst games that are doing it right, not all of them have big success, you know?
Get ready. Fight.
Damn, Phase 4 is as fast as me, that's crazy. Oh no! Oh no! Wait, he's playing on Wi-Fi. How is he doing the combos? I am so confused. Does Wi-Fi make it easier? It's gotta be, right? Woo!
Get ready. Fight.
Ooh.
Get ready. Fight.
What the f- I'm not entering that. Goddamn Wi-Fi. That was sick. That was sick. I think I have a win streak now, so I can actually re-chat. Sorry if I'm ignoring you. Fighting games make you focus, lock in, as the kids call it. Makes you lock in. God, you know you're actually really getting old. Maybe not like in age, but like mentally, when you really start thinking about, is this what the kids say? But like actually, I don't know anymore because I don't hang out with kids. I only hang out with boring adult people, so you forget what it's like. It's so weird. Damn. Anyway, let me catch up here a little bit. Got the free-to-play edition right now. I already read that one. Hitomi feels nice to play as a beginner in 6. Yes, I think Hitomi, not that she's necessarily like an easier character per se, but I have heard a lot of people recommend her if you're new to the game. I guess she's a little more straightforward in a way, but she's a good character though. Good Hitomi player will beat me the fuck up. Not to say this is a bad game, could have been better. Could have been a lot better. I don't think DOA 6 is necessarily a great game. I think DOA 6 is good because the DOA system, the fighting system, is good, you know? The core of it is always going to be great, in my opinion. Feels good. If anything, that's to me why I always go back to DOA. Just the way it feels to play. You know, your character moves the way you want it to move. You know, not like Tekken, where you're running through mud the whole time. You know, just so, ugh, I don't know. But the general gameplay of DOA just feels so good. Oh god, oh god, is it me or? What is happening here? Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, other than the fighting system, I think DOA 6, in my opinion, is just lacking good content to begin with. Like, it just all feels like a step down a little bit. You know, like the stages are... There's cool stages in this game, but not as cool as 5. So, you know, it's like everything is like, it's good, but not as good. Right? That's a lot of things in this game. So, you know, I just wish if they make a new entry, they just get the time and budget to really make a game without compromise in a way. I think that will make a lot of difference. And just good content. Good content. Not just, I feel like we've really gotten past the days where you can make a fighting game that's just, here's ranked and here's lobbies and an arcade mode and that's it. Have fun. Like, I think those days are kind of gone. The game needs to be a little bit more to sell well, and that doesn't mean the online is going to be super active necessarily, but just in general for the game to sell, you know, for it to be a successful game with a future, it needs more. It needs other people that are not into grinding ranks online to have fun as well in the game. DOA 5 is still a good player base on PlayStation. It's kind of the same as DOA 6. It really depends on what time you get on. If you get on during prime time hours, you know, like evenings, like early evening stuff, especially weekends, yeah, people are gonna be on. During work week, school week time, there can be definitely some dead moments. Dead moments for sure. For some reason I can find Phase 4 teleports better online than offline. Surprised I'll be able to do it offline better. I've always had trouble with doing them. That's why I've never really gone into Phase 4. But maybe I should just commit and practice more. That might be it. I have a hard time countering. You mean like the holds? Yeah, that is something... That's like a little devious thing about DOA. At first, you don't really understand it. And once you get it, it's like, ooh, I can just grab anything. And then you start spamming it. But once you start spamming it, a good opponent will wisen up and they'll start throwing you. Because that's the counter move to holding. And it's then when you really learn, okay, I only really should hold if I like have an actual idea that it's gonna do something, right? Because the downside is quite great if you fuck it up. Sometimes low holds, I feel like you still get away with it a lot of times. Man. All the shit they added is bad. All the stuff that was there was great. I mean, not all that they added is bad, but may have to turn off VPN. Bro, what are you doing running a VPN to play a video game? Yeah, let me just add latency for no fucking reason. What the fuck, dude? Why would you... Oh, and isn't he on Wi-Fi as well? Oh my god. Some people really... Holy shit. You cannot make this shit up, dude. This bro... He's on Wi-Fi with a VPN? Ain't no way. No shot. Or was he not the Wi-Fi player? Hold on, hold on. Is this the Wi-Fi player? Was that Hobbit guy, whatever it's called? Optimus, was he also on Wi-Fi? God. Even on wired, that's still... Why would you run a VPN for a video game? That's weird. At the very least, set your split tunneling so the game goes through. Like it goes around it. Certainly feels more of an intermediate difficulty character. I guess so. I think Kasumi is still fairly easy compared to some other characters, but she's an input heavy character. Like a lot of her moves, all of her combos are like very quick hits, so you need to be on top of your inputs for sure. But she's very strong, so I feel like that gives a little more leeway. A very good character. For a long time I feel more comfortable with Tekken. Even then I feel like DOA controls better yet. With Tekken, it's actually a skill to make it feel like you can normally move. Like that's a skill. Whereas with DOA, you just move your arcade stick or your D-pad or whatever. It's like, oh, they just listen. I push the button and they listen. Very nice. Pauses for me too on different frames. Yeah, weird. Street Fighter 5 flashback. That game released so bare bones, it's crazy. Look, just make Aerial Gardens and Kyoto and Bloom and you're good. For like a new one, dude, if they make a new one with like badass graphics and then they just put those stages in, oh my lord. Street Fighter 5 had almost no content. It was literally just playing online. That was kind of it. Didn't they launch without arcade mode? It was pretty bad. They're not helping themselves with monetary practices. Yes, but also in current times, 2025, they're in fucking good company. You know, look at what Street Fighter and Tekken and Mortal Kombat, the prices, the amounts of bullshit they're selling. I mean, not too long ago on this stream, I tallied up all the DLC Tekken 8 is selling. You know, Like if you bought the Ultimate Edition, so you got the season pack at the cheapest prices and stuff, and you got all the DLC in their store, that was over 400 euros. You know, like almost $500 in 1 year. Like that's crazy. So, you know, DOA would be in very good company these days. And in fact, I brought that up that stream. DOA 6 and 5 for that matter might have a lot of DLC, making it very expensive. But at least you could just buy the thing and you get the thing. Not this whole, well, I need to buy coins and then I need to buy a little more coins because I can't buy the exact amount. Then I buy the thing, but now I have coins left over, so I spend more money. Like, that whole bullshit, dude. Ugh. Ugh. Better get the battle pass, because if you don't do it now, you'll lose everything. God. I will take the amounts of DLC a DOA does if it allows me to just buy it. This guy's connection's pretty sick. As in, it's actually sick. As in, it's ill. It needs to be put down. I can barely move. It's like I'm playing Tekken. That's how slow my character's moving. That hold I pressed last year. It just came out. That's how slow it is. How can you even do that with that connection, bro? I can barely get a jab out. It takes a second for a jab to come out. Crazy shit. If this is gonna be a pest, we'll just kick him. If this is gonna stay that way, we're gonna kick him. Unplayable. Actually unplayable. I want to see if anyone else has any trouble with it. But if this is what it's gonna be for everyone, bye bye. You're just ruining it for everyone else. Alright, Mr. VPN versus Mr. Wi-Fi. God damn. The two champions of great connections. Probably ran a VPN for other stuff. Maybe wanting to become a pirate. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you've ever used a VPN, there's this thing called split tunneling, where you can choose applications that that disable the VPN basically. So like everything else you're doing, you know, whatever you're sailing for still uses the VPN, but you can say like, hey, this executable DOA 6, don't VPN. Easy peasy. Imagine UE5 DOA. If we're being honest, that's probably what it's gonna be, right? If there's a future DOA, chances are they might use Unreal Engine. We've just seen them use it for Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, right? Maybe, you know, maybe that was a good training to use Unreal Engine. And now they're like, okay, you know, we know how we can use those types of models and get them to look good in Unreal 5. Though honestly, I wouldn't want them to go back to like the, you know, Ninja Gaiden 2 era, you know, plastic dog people. I don't know. Did they have a proper battle, or is this guy lagging everyone out? Or is it just me? To be fair, if we get a modern day DO8, then it's most likely going to be incorporated into that game. As long as they do it like in Granblue Rising King, it'd be acceptable. Early battle pass outfits are now obtainable in the in-game shop, but costly. Yeah, I feel like this might be a shitty thing to say because they kind of abused it in the end. But Street Fighter V, I feel like, had a good idea with the fighter points you could earn in-game to buy costumes and stuff. You know, for like the people who played a lot, they would earn the coins and they could get it basically for free. But then at some point they stopped. There was shit that's like, well, you can only purchase this with money, and then other things became so ridiculously expensive with those coins, you could never really get them. So I feel like if you make it fair, that would probably be the way to go. Now, like some people, like if you want to, you can farm. It's just gonna take you a while. But like, good enough. It should give you enough where if you're like a die-hard player, like you play daily, like you should get something for that, you know? I'm not saying you should get everything, but at least a lot of it should get rewarded. Hello, Perfect Dark. Oh man, Wi-Fi. God damn. Why do people play fighting games with Wi-Fi? I do not understand. I will never understand. Oh god. Mirror match. This is gonna be the true test. Because Draco's fucking sick. Draco's fucking sick. And Lei Feng, I believe, is his main. So if Draco has trouble here, it must be the connection. Seems to be not much of an issue for him. Maybe the connection is just really bad to me, but not to them. You never know. You know, they make good progress with their engine in Dynasty Warriors Origins. Yeah. I will say, I'm not like against Unreal Engine like some people are. I do feel like it's becoming, you know, like a lot of studios are dropping their own stuff for Unreal Engine. And, you know, I understand it. I understand the business reasons, but it's kind of a sad thing in a way, you know, like having your own engine, even though it adds overhead and stuff, it also makes things a little more unique, you know, like if there's certain bugs in Unreal Engine, all Unreal Engine games are gonna have those bugs, unless the devs fix it on their own. But, you know, frame stuttering comes to mind. You know, like the shader stutters. That's a big Unreal Engine issue. surprised they didn't keep that in 6, like a Street Fighter. Yeah, in fact, they did it in 360 because you can purchase characters on Steam separately. Yeah, Street Fighter 6, I was actually completely in at launch. I was like, yeah, I want to play this. And then they released the first character, Aki, right? And I think at that point we knew who was coming. So I was like, I don't really give a shit about any of these other characters in the season pass. So I want just the one character. And I tried to buy him, but I couldn't. Because you had to buy like twice the amount in street coins, whatever the fuck. And then you could buy the character. And I'm like, I don't even know if I want to buy anything else in this game. Definitely not. At that point, costume tree didn't even exist yet, I believe. So like, what am I gonna buy? Costumes for the custom character you cannot use in real matches? Like, what do we... And that's basically when I quit playing Street Fighter 6. I kind of like took the wind out of it for me. Like, man, is this really how it's gonna be? Hell no. Fight coin system doesn't make money. I mean, yes, but also no. I feel like, you know, call me crazy. Call me, you know, let me move to China and be a communist, I guess, but does it always need to be about the maximum profit? Or is this like cozy enough profit good enough, but having a better product in the end, even if it makes a little less money, you know? Wouldn't that be nice? I guess that doesn't really have anything to do with communism, but I feel like anything anti-capitalist just get lumped under communism these days. But, you know. Never gets fucking old. Good shit, good shit. He saw through it. Ooh, that killed. Good shit, good shit. Good match, good match. Why Wi-Fi on PC is a bigger question. I mean, I feel like that's an easy answer. Laptops. Right?
Fight!
Or they got like a desktop PC and the fucking USB stick Wi-Fi. Or even worse, right? They connect their laptop Wi-Fi to their phone hotspot that's on 5G. The game says Wi-Fi, nah, it's fucking mobile 5G, 4G even, who knows? Depends on where you live. Back in my day, Wi-Fi was a luxury. You had to put an extra card in your computer. Yeah, the ones with like the stupid antenna. Oh yeah. I mean, those still exist though. Gone. Yeah. It fitted perfectly right next to your audio card and your USB extension card. You know? Because, you know, you maybe needed more USB slots. You needed 4 extra ones. Better put in a board. Dude, audio cards, that's so crazy. I mean, there are cases where you would still use an audio card, funnily enough. Like specifically if you're into like music production or I guess recording and stuff, you know, you could still use an audio card, though even in that space it's kind of rare because most of the time you would just use an audio interface that will connect through USB, and it just takes the role of the audio system. So, you know, so even in places where it matters, it doesn't really matter that much.
Get ready! Fight!
It's also an issue in many other games that use the X12, like this, the shader stutter. I definitely think it's more of a thing in Unreal 5, not because other engines don't have it, but I think in other engines, the devs are probably like smart enough to like program in a proper solution. A lot of Unreal 5 games, especially the early ones, just had no like shader compilation step on startup, and it would just do it on the fly, which is like man, the X12 is kind of a mistake in my opinion. The fact that Microsoft is like, you know what, how about you guys deal with it? It's like, well, I mean, sure. How about we take less responsibility for it? I'm sure there's better combos, Draco. I wouldn't know them, but I'm sure there's better. Or maybe not with scaling. I don't know, actually. How does scaling work with, how does scaling work with stage interaction? Let me look at this Excel someone sent me with all the information. DOA damage scale. Normal amount. Counter hit. Yeah, too much didn't read. Too much did not read.
Get ready. Fight!
Probably would, but I make sure prior to playing it's stable enough. Only do that for fighting games though, for shooters and such, I don't know. Like Wi-Fi? Huh? Are we talking about something else? Wi-Fi only for fighting games. For me, that's like the one thing I wouldn't do it for. Stage applied once, doesn't but does it reset?
Get ready. Fight!
Damage drops and stacks up to most things. I feel like I'm at my job right now. Trying to figure out someone else's spreadsheet is a nightmare. Yeah, it doesn't mention if there's any reset going on. That's kind of what I want to know. Stage check is a flat 75% the point ones. So that means if you're like down to 40%, it jumps back up to 75 the first interaction? Or what? Is that what you mean? ESL to ESL communication. Wait, are you not English first language? Are you not EFL? Look at me making broad assumptions. Oh, American must be English first. That's Alex's sheet. Oh. Wait, you didn't? Okay. Okay. If I wouldn't have an internet cable, for the most part I use an internet cable connection for almost every game. Yeah. Same here. God, recently I did a funny one. I was playing Tekken 8. Like this happened like last week or 2 weeks ago. I was playing Tekken 8 and for whatever reason, a lot of people declined my matches, and I was like, man, what's going on? A lot of people are like, don't want to play, huh? What's going on? Turns out, even though, you know, I'm here in my quote-unquote computer room, game room, whatever you want to call it, it's always connected through wire. In fact, it was on my PS5, it was connected with a wire. However, when I went to the options, it was connected through Wi-Fi. So, this is on multiple levels. First of all, it was my own mistake because the reason was at one day a couple of weeks ago, I disconnected the PS5 here, brought it downstairs to the living room to play on the 4K TV for, you know, for like 1 day, right? And when I brought it back, I plugged in the cable. And I made the assumption that if the console detects you're connected through Wi-Fi, but there's also an Ethernet cable, it would default to the Ethernet cable. Because fucking duh. But no, it doesn't do that. My fault for not double checking. So I was playing on Wi-Fi with a cable plugged into the console.
Get ready. Fight!
Like, man, people are refusing to match with me so much. That's crazy. But yeah, it should do that. Well, it didn't. Whether it was a bug or that's just how the PlayStation is programmed, I don't know. But the cable was plugged in and I was Wi-Fi. That's so wild. Man, and my desktop computer, it doesn't even have Wi-Fi. It has no built-in Wi-Fi, nor do I have like any sort of USB stick or thingy to connect to make it Wi-Fi. But my PC is wired or nothing. Like, actually. They refuse to match versus Wi-Fi, but if they get beaten, they DC regardless. Yep. That's so... Dude, that happens a lot. I wanted to say, I feel like it happens a lot in Tekken, but to be fair, it might just be because there's so many people on Tekken. You know? It just feels like it's a lot of people doing it, but it's probably the normal percentage of any fighting game ever. Or any competitive type game. Guess we'll do Tina. Wait, I'm on PC, right? What the heck? How do I... Oh, it was here. Ah, I'm too late. Never mind. I was on the wrong costume to use my mods. No! Yeah, I feel like it happens a lot in fighting games where people disconnect when they lose. But I don't really get that. It really... It's just your rank. Who fucking cares? It really doesn't matter. Oh, what the fuck? I mean, I knew that was... it was an option I anticipated, but... Did I know it was going to be a counter hit? Hell no. Woo. Okay, we're fucked.
Get ready.
That's a high crush, huh? Dude, I hate that low kick. It's a low kick and it just stuns you into a combo. That is so fucked. What do you even do against that? Like, what is happening today, dude? I feel like every round it gets laggier. It started out pretty fine, but we're in pretty deep input delay territory right now. I legitimately will never understand. Like, to me, it's at the point where, like, if I don't have a wired connection to play a fighting game online, I will just not play the game online. I'll just play something else, something single player. I don't care. It's just, it's a shitty experience for yourself too. It's like, online fighting games are already a shitty experience compared to offline, you know? No matter how good it gets, rollback, perfect connections, all that shit, offline is still so much better. Why would you make it worse on yourself? And in case you're like, well, what if you're in your room upstairs and mommy downstairs is like, nah, 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 right? Why do you do then? Well, then you did what I did when I was a teen, when I was playing fucking DOA 5 vanilla. Wait, no, actually, not DOA 5. Earlier, I was playing, God, which fighting game? Tekken 6, I believe, was it? Yeah. Yeah, because I just... Tekken Tag 2 and DOA 5 was in my first apartment. I think I was living on my own for like a year then. Yeah, what I did is whenever it was Tekken time or Soul Calibur time, Soul Calibur 5 I believe, what I did was I had a fucking long Ethernet cable, like 15 meters or some shit it was. Plugged it into my console, went out of my room, threw that shit down the stairs, went downstairs, pulled it through the living room, right in the modem, in the switch, whatever you want to call it. It's the all-in-one thing, anyway. And yeah, the doors would be like at a, you know, there'd be a little gap in the doors because they couldn't close because there's a cable. Guess who's not playing on fucking Wi-Fi? Me. Ha! Ain't no shot, dude. That being said, when I played like, what was that game on PS3? Warhawk. There's like a couple of shooters that I played back then. Couldn't be bothered to throw the cable down the stairs for those. That was for primo fighting games only. At least fighting games have enough content to keep you occupied casually as well. I mean, not all of them, but some of them do. I swear to God, a new DOA with actual single-player content, just like... I think DOA could actually be successful without going completely 100% on like, we need to make this game a competitive fighter and yada yada yada. I feel like this game could definitely... It could basically do Mortal Kombat, where most of the Mortal Kombat players are not playing that game because it's like the sickest competitive best game, right? Most of them play it for, they do the story mode and then they do like, oh, I want to unlock the crypt and do like the towers and whatever single player bullshit there is in Mortal Kombat. That kind of stuff is what most people play, and then they don't play online. If DOA could just figure something like that out. I think when I started playing fighting games online more, I played most of them on Wi-Fi for a decent amount of time. 17, 18 when I tried out a cable connection, I was like, why didn't I do this earlier? Yeah, once you know what an Ethernet connection is. I guess I was lucky enough that I had experienced wired internet through PC gaming before it came to console. I used to be, man, and one, this is gonna age me. Two, this is gonna be such a, I guess, obscure reference. But three, if anyone of you out there also did this, you will know how sick it was. I played on PC back in the day Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 and Jedi Knight 3 online. But we did the dual servers. So that meant instead of going on a server and doing like capture the flag or whatever the in-game modes were, we actually went into like a game mode where you couldn't attack each other normally. You had to go up to a person, challenge them to a duel, and then you would fight against each other, and there was like all these whack techniques people started to figure out with the lightsabers in that game. It was so fucking sick. And then there were like these guilds with ranks, and you needed to beat like the officer to become an officer. There was this whole fucking role-playing bullshit, and it was basically GTA RP before that existed. Like that, when did that game come out? That is so old, man. That must have been in the 2000s, I guess. Jedi Knight Outcast was number 2. Release date 2002. Sheesh. I was playing that as a kid, dude, and I love that shit. That was so sick. And we'd be installing all these mods, you know. I was playing as fucking Gray Fox from Metal Gear Solid. Oh. We download these custom maps because it was made in the Quake engine. So there was like all these people making custom maps and models and shit. And even better, dude, that game was so crazy if you think about it. That game was so crazy. If I did not have a mod, I could still see it. When you enter the server, now, to be fair, like only like 16 or 32 max players could be in the server. But when you entered the server, it just downloaded the mods the other players had. Their character models and stuff. It just downloaded them. It was so sick. Actually, Mino, let's fucking go. Let's go with a weird outfit as well. Mice throwing things are a high move, right? That fucked up. I could have killed if I knew the combo properly. That would have absolutely been a kill.
Get ready. Fight!
What is this lag, dude? Come on.
Get ready. Fight!
This better fucking kill. That was sick. Yes!
Get ready. Fight!
Oh god. Damn, I fucked up. Like, I was ready for it, but I still fucked up. Oh. What you need to know, for those who don't know, I think most of the people here would know, because who the hell still watches DOA right now? Kasumi's parry, she teleports behind the opponent. That works even on projectiles. You just teleport over the entire map. It's so fucking sick. So if a my player doesn't know, that's funny. And I fucked it up, dude. That would have been so cool.
相手をしてあげる
Fight!
とどめよ目障り
No! The follow-up!
Get ready! Fight!
潰れろ目障り決める
Get ready!
We're just playing around a little bit.
Get ready! Fight!
So I'm getting obliterated here. Oh my god, that reached? I was like, there's no way from that far away. Yeah, of course. Okay, good shit. Yeah, I had that one coming. That was a lot of mistakes at the end there. Holy moly. They should put all the DOX2 minigames in the fighter. I mean, I'm not sure if it would sell well in terms of fighting games, but just adding the entirety of an extreme game as a single player mode in... So basically how Soul Calibur does like the Tales of Soul single player shit. It's just like a whole ass separate game within a game almost. Just add the DOAX game within the fighting game. With like some crossover, you know, outfits you get in one, you get in the other game modes, stuff like that. It'd probably be cool. It probably wouldn't sell immediately, I guess. It would need something else.
Get ready! Fight!
And it doesn't necessarily needs to be like something completely different than the fighting game. Like I feel like most people want to play the fighting game as well. They just need some kind of structure around it. To like, you know, have something to do if you're not planning on grinding online. I honestly think Soul Calibur actually always had the right idea. Having like some kind of story mode where you'll get like new gear and that gear has like stats and stuff, and then oh, now it's a slippery match, you can just slide off the stage and stuff. Like if DOA could do something like that where, you know, it's kind of like a story mode, you know, and then oh, you know, your character's traveling and now you fight some random bozos and now it's a named character. And then instead of like doing the whole gear thing, you would unlock like outfits and they give you stats in that mode, but it's also like the unlocks of the actual outfits in the game. And of course, make enough outfits unlockable in the game so it's worth doing, right? Something like that would honestly be really fun. And then having some like fun, like DOA is, in my opinion, the king of having interesting stages. And that's in the normal fighting game. Imagine if they have a single player mode where they can do wacky shit. Like, ooh, it's snowy, everything's slippery now, or fucking, I don't know. Thunderstorms hit you randomly, you know, like stuff like that, or, you know, I don't know.
Get ready.
Now there's a ring out, there's a dinosaur coming to eat you, like all kinds of shit you can do. Whatever. I'm not creative enough to do it, but they can. And you can keep people busy. Have some shit to unlock. Also, I think important, by the way, make shit to unlock in the single player not available through the other modes, you know? So that people who just grind online, you know, give them a reason to also check out the single player stuff. Because why the fuck not? Playing online on PS3 with cable is already miserable. That is true though. Tekken Tag 2 was a disaster. My memory of DOA 5 was alright, I guess. But compared to now, it's probably a joke. I was playing online on PC before when I tried DOA 5 on PS3. I forgot about online and never looked back. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense, but of course, if you see the DOA 5 that came to PC, oy, 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 that's also a little disaster on its own. They fucked up bad, in my opinion. They're like, here's the game, but like, shittier. Oh, come on, Rev. You should have done a DM. If you're gonna send the code, it should have been a DM. Now someone else is gonna steal my code. Unless it's like not limited. Now I'm curious if that's good. So Rev just sent me a QR code just in the general chat of the fucking Discord. Is it even working? My phone's not picking it up. Okay, maybe enlarge the image. Hold on. We got this. We got this. Claim a free in-game item. We're doing real modern shit here now. Why is it not working? That's kind of crazy. Yup. Can't get the QR code to work. My phone's not detecting it. Ugh. I guess it's on a can, so that it's always going to be a little bit rounded. Well, I guess if I can't scan it, you know, it's not going to get stolen. Excuse me, man. I don't know what that is, but like literally just now in a minute time, it's like I got hit with a hammer on my head and got sleepy. Like literally just now, I was like, "Boop." I'm getting sleepy. Holy moly. Been a long day for me. I like my Fridays chill, and it wasn't. Who haven't I played yet today? That's fun. Let's play some more Tina. Tina's always good. Oh no. Not the stage you want to see though. Oh my god! The lag completely deleted my input. Oh my god! It is bad, boys. It is bad. Like, this delay is insane. Hear that delay! Hear the delay! I want to get like a good glimpse. That's like almost a full ass second, dude.
Get ready.
Get out of air, you.
Get ready. Get ready.
Been on a mid kick. Ew, she took an explosive fart in my face. Please don't do that again. Man, the delay was... it was too bad. That was too bad. I think I'm also gonna call it a day with this lobby. I'm literally just falling asleep right now. Holy moly. Came out of nowhere. Unless Rock wants to do another match, I'll let him play. Guess not. Bye. Oh. Shoo. Let me catch up with chat a little bit. Now, Gacha Game an upcoming game when, at least from a gameplay perspective, away from the Extreme series, it could at least have volleyball to a new DOA game. I mean, that's kind of true. You know, or at the casino and stuff back. Just honestly, having that, like, Jack's Island as like a thing in the fighting game would be kind of fun. That could work. There's options. Like, instead of shunning that, they should lean into it. And I don't mean like, you know, make the game completely Gooner bait or whatever. But just like, look, Extreme is a part of the game at this point, part of the franchise. Just include it in the fighting game. Just merge it. I feel like that could be fun. So revisit Soul Calibur 3 from time to time to the amount of content the game has. Dude, Soul Calibur 3 was so sick, but also I had it on PS2. So that meant, oh, I'm playing the story mode. I'm like a couple of missions in and save file is deleted. There was like some kind of save file bug in the PS2 version. It was rough. God, and the custom characters in Soul Calibur 3, you can make a custom character, and instead of only having the moves of like the main characters in the game, they had like unique move sets. You could be like the ninja, the samurai, the fucking monk. There was like some busted ass shit in there. You could be like a thief throwing bombs and shit. The AI couldn't deal with that at all. There's some whack shit in that game. And that's very cool for single player, by the way. That is so cool for single player. I don't care if something's busted or weird in single player. That just makes it more fun. I feel like DOA Quest is an okay game mode in this game. The issue is that completing it doesn't give you much outside of in-game currency. Yeah, yes, but it's also, I mean, it is kind of bare bones. It's like choosing a mission from a list and that's it. I think back in the day when this game was, you know, closer to launch, I guess like when it was, the first year was over and like the game was over and people were like reminiscing on what went wrong, what could have been better. I think we talked about DOA Quest in the sense that, you know, like, God, I haven't barely done any of these on PC. I have all of them cleared on PlayStation though. But like the one with, specifically the one with Raidu, right? It's probably locked. But the one with like the optional objective, do not get hit. Is it this one? No. There's like a one where you have to face all the ninjas with Raidu and you can't take a single hit. That one's so crazy, but it's also more what I wanted from this mode. Like most of the missions are like super bare bones, you know, like beat it in this time. Fucking, you know, I don't know. Beat it in a time period, do a certain amount of hits in a combo, whatever. But then once in a while, there was like this actual cool objective. Again, akin to Mortal Kombat Towers. And yeah. Feel like there's a lot of missed potential there. Lag can definitely affect when it comes to fighting games. Yup. That's why online kind of sucks. Here's a full version of the characters. Wasn't so expensive on PlayStation. Yeah, that's with DOA right now. You need to wait for a sale. They happen once in like DOA 6 in the last sale was pretty cheap. Can't you see that? Hold on. There's like websites where you can see it, right? Yeah. At least for Europe, right? I'm looking at a thing for like the or no, this is for the American. I guess, hold on. But at least in the American PlayStation Store, literally a couple of weeks ago, the 12th of February, the game was $9. Like DOA 6. The base game was $9. Though I guess if you wait for a sale, you could probably get a good price on it. I wouldn't buy it full price at this point. Definitely not. Would not recommend. Get it on a sale for sure. Or if you play the PC version, let's say maybe you should install a VPN and download a certain file that, you know, changes the things you have access to on your PC when you're playing the game. I'm just saying, there's ways. Looks like you're on PC and I'm on PC now. But I've played this game way more on PlayStation. I've only been playing this on PC like, I guess like a year now, because I finally bought a GPU that was good enough to run and stream the game at the same time. Before that, I was locked into PlayStation for this game. The Wi-Fi warrior. There was a cool sword and shield with a lightning strike attack. In DOA Quest or in Soul Calibur? I guess in Soul Calibur. Yeah, single player stuff, I feel like it's still a little bit of a mystery for fighting game developers, because like they all try some shit and some is good, some is bad, but none of them have like cracked the code really. Like I keep bringing up Mortal Kombat because I guess that game is most known for its single player offering, but the reality is their story mode is mostly just cutscenes with battles in between, and those battles, at least from Mortal Kombat 10 and like Injustice, because I've never gotten Mortal Kombat 11 or up, but at least in those games it was just matches. There were like no special things like the towers in the matches. The story mode was just cutscenes and matches. It was a cool story mode, like especially Injustice. I like the DC comic book stuff, so that was a very cool story to see. But it's still just watching a lot of cutscenes and then like picking up your controller like, oh, the fight is beginning. So definitely more can be done. And again, I feel like Soul Calibur has always been the closest to something I would enjoy in a DOA, in single player mode in general, I guess, for fighting games, where like there's some objectives, there's some things to unlock, some upgrades to get, whatever, you know, some unique stuff that wouldn't make sense in a competitive setting, like some wacky shit you can do in single player mode. I don't know. They could do like what were those games? It was on the PlayStation 2 and I guess the Xbox and stuff. You have Mortal Kombat, was it Deception or Deadly Alliance? They had like a single player mode where you walked around on like a map and you could like talk to people, do some quests, and then it started a match and stuff like that. You could do that with DOA, but like you're running around on Zack Island. Just like doing little quests and stuff, fighting in between, unlocking some outfits and shit. Oh man, that would be sick. Conquest, that might actually have been it. Conquest mode, that might be it. I like the character story mode from Soul Calibur 6. It was just dialogue with battles in between. But I felt I learned about the character backstories and motivations. That is true. Yeah. I think there's value in like a straight up story mode. It just shouldn't be the only thing. Because even in Soul Calibur 6, there was the character story mode, but there was also like the Tale of Souls mode or whatever. Which I honestly never finished. But I don't even know why I didn't finish it, because I remember really liking it. I think I just, you know, I think I would just started playing other things and that's it, you know. I just didn't get back to it. Story mode for our created characters. What do you guys feel about that? Like, let's say there's a new DOA. Do you feel custom characters, yes or no? If no, what do you think about outfits? Should they be like in this game, or should it be more customization based, like in Tekken and whatever? Is that something I'm interested in, to see what the people want? I think Soul Calibur 2 Weapon Master is the best single player. Oof. What did that look like again? That's so long ago. I know you could like you unlocked weapons. Was it in that game where you had to, at the end of the game, you fight like the Owl Master or whatever, like the dude with the owl mask? When I Google Soul Calibur 2 Weapon Master, you find a wiki page, and then the second page, the second link is a Reddit thread. Why do people like Weapon Master mode so much? Okay, dude. No, that's 3 with Olakan, and if you take a certain route to get him. Advanced square by square in a stage, from what I remember. Ultimate Fighting Inferno. Oof. That's so long ago. I mean, I've played that. Soul Calibur 2 was... That was one of the first fighting games I like really got into. Long play, let's watch it. I guess I could share. Guess I shouldn't be greedy and watch it all by my lonesome. Shut up, game. No memory card found. Yo, Link? God, I had this game. I had this game on PS2, so I was playing with Heihachi, dude. Oy, oy, oy. I had fucking Heihachi. Link is so much better, I think. I mean, Link was also literally a broken character. Chapter 2. Land 20 hits on the enemy and will survive the round. God, this is such a vague memory. Like, I remember the visuals, but... This is basically, again, this is Mortal Kombat Towers. It's just missions with specific objectives instead of an actual fight. Defeat the enemy under this condition. God, what a fucking sick game, dude. What a fucking sick game. Berserker. Oh yeah, it was just a shitty version of Astaroth. I remember that. Yoshimitsu. Bizarre.
Gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword.
Those intros are fucking insane. I love it. Oh, the echo. It's like some Yu-Gi-Oh ass music. God, this game. Inferno now? Soul Edge Legacy. Wait. Huh? Oh, here it was. God, this is honestly... Look at this. Visual puke. Like, that is so busy. I mean, I get it. That's the point, but man, that's so busy. You don't even see him anymore with a throw. Absorbing the flame. Oh yeah, and he changed them. Yo, look at Link healing, dude. What the fuck? That's like a weapon thing, right? Yeah, he's the Silver Edge Master. God, those names though. Hey, are you guys also an Edge Master? You guys really good at edging? Only silver though? Disappointing. Gold edge master? Holy shit, golden edging master. Oh, God, what a game, boys. What a game. It really doesn't have to be much. Maybe it's nostalgia, right? Maybe it is nostalgia, but goddamn, did that not hit? I love that shit. It really doesn't need to be much. I remember enjoying Tekken 6 scenario mode. I know a lot of people hated it, but for me it was like, if I'm not in the mood to play online, but I still want some goofy Tekken action, it was perfect because it's like not serious. You still are going through the motions a little bit. There's like a little carrot on the stick. Ooh, a little better gear next stage, yada yada yada. I don't know. I was down for it. And it was Tekken Force, even though people didn't like it for whatever reason. Call me. Here's the thing. I think so many people are too nostalgic about Tekken Force mode. Because I think a full-fledged Tekken Force mode now, I don't think people would play. And the reason I know that is because they've done Tekken Force multiple times already. They did like, I guess it wasn't really Tekken Force, but they did like, in Tekken 5, what was it called? Like the Devil Within or some shit. Then they tried it again in 6. Haven't they done it since? I don't think so, right? 6 was the last time they tried anything Tekken Force-ish. But it was never successful, whatever. And even if you bring it back exactly like it was in Tekken 3, I don't think it would fly these days. It's just, back then it was the coolest shit. But right now it would be not that good for a current game, right? I think there's a modded version of Soul Calibur 2 with all the characters. It's fucking sick. Sick! So you can play a Link versus Heihachi. Yo. Good old early 2000s voice acting. I mean, that shit is still in Soul Calibur 6. The battle of the legends continues in heaven. Like all that kind of bullshit, but it's so sick. It's so Soul Calibur though. So iconic. It was fun minus some infuriating stages. Yeah, the fucking Devil Jin Nightmare stage. God fucking damn it, dude. Brutal. That took a while to beat. Tag 2 had some exclusive modes, but only on the Wii U version. Oy, oy, oy. How do we know? Did anyone even have a Wii U? That's crazy. You know what always blows my mind about the Wii U? Is that Breath of the Wild was a Wii U game. Breath of the Wild is a Wii U game, and it's so synonymous with the Switch and the best game on the Switch, but it's a Wii U game. It's so crazy. Tekken sells bow mode as part of the first season pass. If you wanted to buy it separately, it was the most expensive thing to do. Tekken 7, the first season of Tekken 7, I feel like was generally a failure all over. Because it barely contained anything. The best thing about season 1 was Elisa, and she was a pre-order bonus, not even a season pass bonus. And even the characters, like, I guess if you're a big fan of someone like Geese, you're probably in. But, like, I didn't really care for any of the franchises in the first season pass, so I was like, well, Mario Kart 8 is even more extreme. Breath of the Wild was at least a cross-gen release. I mean, I guess so. But does anyone equate Mario Kart 8 to being like, this is a Switch game? Like, to me, Breath of the Wild is one of those, it released cross-gen, sure, but it's so synonymous with Switch. When someone says Switch, instantly my brain goes Breath of the Wild, right? But I guess the Wii U is just, it just got deleted from memory. Every game that was released on the Wii U and then later got upgraded to Switch version or had cross-gen with the Switch, those are all Switch games now, actually. These are all Switch games now. We will forget the Wii U ever existed. Wii U? More like Wii Who? Nobody's ever made that joke. God damn. I really hope we get more DOA in the future. I would be really sad if they don't. And they keep saying it's the year of the ninja, but I think they're only talking about Ninja Gaiden. And I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden, sure. It's not DOA though. I want more DOA. The fighting game at least, you know. We are gonna have a fun time with fucking Prism. I know that for sure. Not because the game is gonna be that good, but we'll make it fun. Or cringe, one of the two, but entertainment for sure. God, isn't Switch 2 this year? I think I remember. Yeah, that's coming this year, right? Switch 2. It feels so weird. It feels like so not on my radar at all. Like literally, aren't they doing like a big reveal in a month from now? I feel like it's just not in the conversation. It will be, sure. Might just be too early. Or maybe it's because we know in a month from now there's like a big reveal thing coming up. That people are just, you know, waiting for that to happen. I feel like they could announce that they're testing the waters again this year, but in my opinion, that's as far as we're going to get with DOA for the time being. My gut feeling is, if they do anything, it'll probably be a remaster or like a collection of the older games. If anything. A new one that's, you know, that's tough, especially as fast as they dropped 6. Doesn't really, you know, doesn't feel like the people in the company right now give a shit about this franchise. But yeah, you never know, you never know. Maybe they see the success of like Tekken and stuff, and they're like, maybe we should try again. Who knows? I think in the end though, even though DOA is not as well known as like Street Fighter or Tekken, I think it still has a name power, you know, like I think there's definitely people that know of DOA, like way beyond the fighting game community. Like beyond the fighting game community, there's still people who know about this game or this franchise. So I guess the name still has some good use. Like if they ever wanted to do it, maybe a remaster of 2U or 4, maybe 5. 5 would be kind of wild because it's like still very playable on current systems, but I guess if they did, this might actually be the most devious move. instead of, you know, like redoing 5 or whatever, just take 5, like last round with all the DLC and everything included, and just do the same thing as Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, where you keep the same game logic and game code and just rebuild the graphics around it in like Unreal Engine or some shit. That might actually be a fucking move. With all the shit that's in DOA 5, like last round, the final version, that might actually be a fucking move right there. God damn. To be honest, it isn't in a state that a Bloody Roar or Fighting EX Layer is in. Yeah, those games, again, DOA, you know, I think it has a potential for a comeback. But it's one of those, you know, all the planets need to align. I think it needs to be the company must want to do it and not just throw another one out there, but they should have a commitment of like, hey, okay, we can, after what happened with 6, clearly if you want this to succeed, we need to put some effort into this. That's step 1. Step 2, you know, the fighting game community. But if we're also honest, the Dead or Alive community specifically kind of needs to be a little bit less of a bitch about these games, right? You can't shit on a game for a year straight and then be like, I can't believe they dropped support. Like, I'm just saying, you know? I feel like there's a way to criticize a game and still support it. Now they kicked off this year, this could be the year, but I'm not really keeping my hopes up. The Ninja Gaiden thing was definitely unexpected, especially the double whammy of Black 2, True Black, whatever, and then a new one coming up. And also a 2D one, by the way. I didn't expect that, and that kind of also, that does give me that feeling of like maybe they are doing some shit behind the scenes with this franchise we don't know about, and we're just here like, oh, they don't give a shit, and it might be working on something for more than a year now. Who knows? You never know, right? Because Ninja Gaiden 4 apparently they've been working on for a while too, so you know, you never know. But at the same time, why not Neo 3, right? Like, if we're thinking about making money, why not fucking the shit that's making them money? I guess we'll see. Until then, I mean, I'm still playing this shit. I'm playing 6. I'll probably swap with 5. I've been thinking about doing that more as well. Though I still feel like most people, especially if you stream, most people just have 6 ready to go. Or 5, you know, like, not everyone has 5 still installed. Definitely not on PC, but even on PlayStation, you know. Anyhow, I'm gonna call it a day, boys and girls. I thank you very much for joining me. Hope you all had a good time. Thanks for joining the lobby. Go tanks, and especially anti-tanks. What's the opposite of tanks? You know, anti-tanks to the Wi-Fi players. Actually, you know, I wanted to say I wish bad things happen to you, but no, actually I wish good things happen to you, like an Ethernet cable falling out of the sky and connecting your console or PC. That's what I wish for you. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Next week, same old, right? Up until like 2-3 weeks from now with Assassin's Creed and DOA Prism, we'll just do the same thing. I'll probably play some single player game like Tomb Raider and play some DOA. That's probably what's gonna be. Just keeping it simple. Alright guys, have a good weekend. Take care. And we'll see each other back on Monday. Bye bye.